Hi, I'm Ben Chitek, and this is Waupaca Local Live. This will be the death of me, she says dramatically. I can't handle this freezing cold, I need a change of scenery. There's a blizzard knocking at her door, but in her head it's crystal clear. She's got her peace of mind at the Santa Monica Pier. Is this really happening? She says with no surprise. I don't need the blues tonight, just give me the bluest skies. She wears out her surfing records and she wipes away her tears. She's got her peace of mind at the Santa Monica Pier. Santa Monica, she wants to get lost in the view. Santa Monica, she belongs to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I miss my California, her voice filled with regret. I need Ferris wheels and street dancers and a picture-perfect sunset. She puts on her swimsuit and she drinks another beer. She's got her peace of mind at the Santa Monica Pier. Santa Monica, she wants to get lost in the view. Santa Monica, she belongs to you. Santa Monica, she wants to get lost in the view. Santa Monica, she belongs to you. Santa Monica, she wants to get lost in the view. Santa Monica, she belongs to you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Who was that about?
What's that?
Who was that about?
Well, my best friend had gone to California, to Santa Monica, obviously, and she enjoyed it so much that she didn't want to come back. And I figured, you know what? You deserve a song about that. So I wrote it. I mean, who wants to come back from Santa Monica and there's snow all over?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, forget that.
Yeah. It was just kind of funny to hear a song with a note about the weather.
Yeah.
And then to know what that meant.
Right.
You know, because I don't know if everyone in the country would know.
Sure.
Right.
How that's very important for us. Well, welcome to Waupaca Local Live. I'm Marcy Boku, and this is Connie Tomsky.
Hello.
From Wisconsin Rapids, from the Friends of Rapids Music and the Central Wisconsin Cultural Center now.
Yes.
And tonight we have Ben Chitek with us, who is also from Wisconsin Rapids.
Correct.
And we're really happy. We did try to have Ben on the show during the pandemic when we were doing our Zoom shows. We just had some technical difficulties that night. So we decided to bring them back, and I'm really glad that we did. It's really great to meet you in person.
Thank you for having me. This is a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
So I just want to say off the bat, I did post Ben's Reverb Nation site, which is a musician site, where you can post your songs and people can listen without a charge, really, honestly. I mean, I don't mean to promote people listening for free, but I really think that's a cool feature.
It is. It really is.
And you can listen to the songs, and then of course you can purchase them too. But really great songs, and I think we're in for a treat tonight, right?
We'll find out.
So was that song from your first album or your new album?
It's from my new album.
New album.
Yep. When I Lived on the Moon. It's the name of the album. Right now it's only available on CD format, but I'm hopefully going to get some digital files going.
Okay.
And I have a website, which, if I can talk about, it's benchitekmusic.com, which was just released it today, so.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay,
They're big.
benchitekmusic.com.
benchitekmusic.com.
Okay.
Chitek is spelled Chitek.
Correct. Kind of like
Ben
Chitek,
Chitek.
you know, the
Yeah.
rapids, but.
We won't argue about the pronunciation.
Good.
And speaking of names, I've just been chastised already in the first 5 minutes.
All right. Sometimes I
It's
pronounce it wrong.
Connie Tomsky Fayville.
Fayville.
I'm sorry
Connie
about
Tomsky
that.
Fayville. You're forgiven, my dear friend, of 30 years now, I think.
She's a hyphenated.
I am hyphenated, yes.
All right, back to Ben.
Okay.
It's all about Ben.
All right, go ahead.
Wow, so you got your website up just today. That feels
Just
special.
today.
That's
Yeah.
really
Really cool.
awesome.
Got it today.
Did you do that yourself?
No, actually, with the help of Martha Boara. And if you're listening, Martha, big
Martha,
props to you.
hello.
Thank you very much for helping me with that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
God, I wish I would have known that before. I could have posted, but I will. Let me just put in the notes here. It's benchitek.com, or what is it?
benchitekmusic.com.
Ben
Yep.
Chitek. Okay, I'm putting that in here.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, go for that. Well, after the show, watch the show first, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Connie, what are we gonna uncover with Ben tonight?
Well, so I have some questions I've prepared, Ben.
This
Even
sounds
though
serious.
I know you well, and Ben and I are in a band together with my husband Jack, and that's been going on for 4 or 5 years, maybe, or 3 or 4, something like that.
At least 4.
Met Ben at an open mic in Wisconsin Rapids, asked him if he wanted to form a band with me and Jack, and thankfully he said yes. So yeah, I have real basic questions, but I also have special questions about songs, your songs on this latest album.
Okay.
So do you want to tell me the next song you're going to play tonight? And because I think I have a question about it.
The next song I'm going to play is called To Hell with High Water.
Okay,
yes,
that's the
yes.
one I
I'm so glad you
love.
said that.
Or one of the
So
ones I love.
this is my favorite song on Ben's CD. It's beautifully produced. There's not a lot of heavy instrumentation, which I think is perfect for this song. It's a lovely duet with
Martha Boara.
Martha. Wonderful. And listen carefully to the lyrics. It's just a beautiful love song. In fact, I was so moved by the lyrics, I actually wrote them down the other day, just a portion of the lyrics, which I would like to read. So it's called To Hell with High Water. This is in the chorus, I believe. Childish ways get the best of me, held ransom by my youth. Damned if I do, damned if I try. We'd never agree, we'd always collide. To hell with high water, I'm gonna fly. And I think when you hear it, you'll probably be as moved as I've been with this particular song. So I guess I don't really have a question except, where did that song come from?
That song came from where every other song I've written comes from.
It just comes.
Just comes. There's no meaning behind it. I just find some words I like and put them together, and that's how I go about my writing. So,
Makes it
throw a
sound
nice
so
little
easy.
piano behind it, and there you go.
Makes
right.
it sound like a walk in the
I'm
park.
not buying it. I'm sorry. That's not true.
It is. It sure is. It sure is.
You don't just shake a bunch of dice and throw them out there.
That's how I do it.
And they turn out beautifully, you know. So yeah, cool.
So you're not going to give us the deep meaning.
If it had a deep meaning, I would give it, but really
It's
No, I
very
just like
nostalgic,
wordplay.
But it's nostalgic. It's about, about your youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having to let go of that and
It's just
not wanting
overcoming
to.
life's difficulties and going as high as you can and achieving your goals. That's really
From hell or high water.
Yep,
Except
that's
it's
right.
to hell with high water.
correct.
hell
With high water. Yep, getting over the
Oh,
high
with
water.
high water.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the lyrics in all of Ben's songs really are so remarkable because he's not that old, but they're very deep and they remind me of John Lennon quite a bit, and just the lyrics are really awesome.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And you're telling us they don't mean anything.
Well, they can mean something to however you want to interpret it.
Okay.
That's how I'm leaving it,
That's
you know.
what Lennon
I
said,
write them and you
right?
interpret how you want
That's
to.
what John Lennon said.
That's right.
Sometimes they're just words.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry I'm not helpful on this,
Oh,
but
that's okay. That's okay. When did you start playing guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was 10 years old.
Okay. Who got you your first guitar?
My older brother Timmy got me my first guitar.
Really?
Yep, Timmy is a musician himself. He's in the Madison area, and
Okay.
he plays a lot of surf music, a lot of cool stuff like that. And he got me this. It was a Stella guitar, very old acoustic, and the action on it was god awful to try to put your fingers down and play chords on it. But I started listening to a lot of Beatles songs, like anybody should. And I remember listening to She Loves You, and Timmy taught me like an E minor and a G and all those other chords. And then from that point, I basically, when I heard a song, I would train my ear to hear what notes were being played, and then I'd find them on the frets here. So now I have this weird thing where when I hear a chord, I associate it with something. It's like when I hear A flat, I think in the mood. It's very strange, but
So you taught yourself.
that is.
Okay, so no lessons. But you give guitar lessons.
I do give guitar lessons.
And what's your process for that?
Each student is
It's
different.
Right.
Some of my
Process, right.
Some of my students enjoy just chords, which I prefer that too. And other students want to actually learn how to read music. And I gotta be honest, once I got my position at Noteworthy Music, which is where I teach, I actually started to learn how to read music. So it's kind of fun how we kind of learn together, the students and I. So it's really worked out, really great.
Interesting. So you play music, you teach music, you're in how many bands?
10?
At least 10.
How does that work with your schedule? I know you said you have
Sometimes
a
it
lot of
doesn't.
calendars. Okay. So do you like go from gig to gig sometimes, like an
Sometimes.
afternoon and then an evening?
Sometimes.
Wow.
Yep, but that doesn't happen very often though.
Okay. What's the name of the band that you're in with Connie?
We are Goats and Trees.
Goats and Trees. And what does that mean? Or are you going to tell me it's
That's all.
just words?
Connie, why don't you tell them what Goats and Trees?
So this one morning I was watching CBS Sunday Morning on TV, and they were telling about these goats in Morocco that climb into these trees and eat the nuts from the trees, the argan tree.
Okay.
And then, of course, they digest those nuts, and later they're on the ground. The results of the
Yes.
digestion is on the ground, and the Moroccan women go around and gather those up and pound them into a very fine, expensive oil.
Is that
That's-
what's in that shampoo?
Yeah, it's what's in that shampoo. It's argan oil. Yeah, and it's used in a lot of things now. It didn't used to be. But I just remember the image of those goats delicately balancing in
On
the
the
limbs of the
tree.
tree. And Goats and Trees, our band, plays music that, we cover stuff that a lot of bands don't because we think
Right.
they're too afraid, but we're not. We're out there, balancing on the trees, playing songs that other people
Okay.
don't play. So that's that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And you're the main guitar player.
Jack and I switch off for main. I mean, we're basically two rhythms and two solos. So
Right.
it's
All right, let's give a shout out to all the bands. Can you name them?
Yeah, name your band.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry if I forget one. Commissioners, Goats and Trees, Alter Ego, The Antonettes, The Lizards, Wild Things, the Charlie Justman Band, Duology. Then, of course, there's solo. And who else we got?
You play
I know
duo
I'm
with
forgetting.
anybody?
We got
How many is that?
Antoinette's, did you say?
Antoinette's got them.
Bentonette's?
Bentonette's. There's the Farmhouse series with Martha Boara and my girlfriend Katie and John Amernick.
Okay,
So,
interesting. So you
Yeah.
have a wide net of musicians that you know.
correct.
And do you get to play any of your original music in any of these combos, or do you just basically play that when you're solo?
The Commissioners is a 4-piece rock band in Wisconsin Rapids, and we write our originals and perform them at our shows.
Okay.
They're excellent. They're fantastic.
Thank you very much. So, besides the Commissioners, I also do a lot of my own songs at solo shows.
Right.
That's primarily at those
Okay.
two.
Okay. I think we're ready for another song.
Are you ready for another song?
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to do that high water song,
I am.
right?
I am.
All right, ladies and
Good,
gentlemen,
good.
this is Ben Chitek from Wisconsin Rapids, and he's doing his original music, as we always do original music on our show. And it's just a treat to hear people's creativity come out of them in all the different forms that it does come out. So, are you ready, Ben?
I'm ready.
All right, Ben Chitek.
There I was, I did it again. I got too close, I should have backed away. It only hurts sometimes, but I'm used to it. I was caught off guard, there was no wake-up call. I did the best that I could do for you. You weren't too good to be true, but I was used to it. Sometimes I wish it was easy to let you know the truth. Childish ways got the best of me, held ransom by my youth. Damned if I do, and damned if I try. We'd never agree, we'd always collide. To hell with high water, I'm gonna fly. I let myself down when I let you in. I felt your pity, a nervous wreck like me. You weren't too good to be true, but I was used to it. Sometimes I wish it was easy to let you know the truth. Childish ways got the best of me, held ransom by my youth. Damned if I do, and damned if I try. We'd never agree, we'd always collide. To hell with high water, I'm gonna fly.
beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful song.
Thank you.
All right. And it doesn't mean anything.
It
Doesn't mean
to you.
anything.
It means something to you.
Right. Uh-huh.
I just write the
Okay.
songs.
You're just the songwriter.
That's right.
All right. Got it.
I didn't know it was supposed to have a meaning behind it, but I just write them.
Oh my gosh. So you're working as a guitar teacher and you're playing in 10 bands and you also are starting to work full time at
Correct.
a 9 to 5er.
As of today?
I don't think there's that many hours in a day.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
I know.
All right, so you learned to play music on your own. What was your family life like? Did you have musical? You said your brother plays?
Correct. My brother plays a variety of instruments.
Okay.
He does a lot of organ and
Okay.
guitar. My mom plays piano and she sings.
Okay.
My dad plays trumpet.
Musical family.
Yep. I think my sister played trumpet. One sister played drums. So yeah, we're kind of like the Partridge Family. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever play together as a family group, or do you play together at holidays or anything like that?
Well, actually, we do this thing called Ben, Bob, and Friends Show. And that's kind of like a live karaoke at a place called Boone Saloon in Wisconsin Rapids. So basically, my mom sings with me and my dad plays his trumpet. So it's a great time. Good time to be around.
And
And
they invite people up to sing
Yep.
along. And it
yep, I
goes
have a
on
whole
for
bunch of
hours,
songbooks
doesn't it?
out there. And if you know
How
a song.
fun.
Yeah. So.
Can we kidnap you and have you be in Waupaca?
Sure. Fit it in my schedule, but yeah.
Yeah. You have any
Put it into the
spots
schedule
open
for
us?
sure.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So that's really cool that you go out with your parents.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
they
love-
Yeah.
always come out to our shows and stuff. They're
Big supporters, my
big
biggest
music
fans.
fans. They are. Yeah, Tom
They are.
and Susie Chitek.
Wow, that's cool.
It is.
So what else is going on with your music? You've got this new album. And where did you record that?
So I recorded that at my house.
Okay.
So took a long time.
And you've heard the
Thank-
CD, so you
Yeah.
know the quality that he got.
I know.
Thank
So
goodness.
he's also a
Home studio.
producer.
Produce and thank goodness for technology, because if you don't have a drummer like right with you, you can send your files to
Right.
somebody who actually is a good drummer, which I'm not. And I sent them to a great friend of mine, Alex Quinnell.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Wherever you are tonight.
And Brian Johnston. Hi, Brian.
Hi,
Okay.
Brian.
So I had a lot of guest musicians, and Connie's husband Jack was even on the album.
Yes.
He played a wicked saw
Jack
on
played
one of
the
my
saw.
songs, so it's
Yes.
pretty impressive.
Okay.
Yeah,
And did you do that during the pandemic, this album?
I did.
So was it all sent out, or because you really couldn't get together that often, right?
Right. Yeah, I would say it was all, with the exception of Jack. I think he and I got together one time, but otherwise it was all sent out to
Wow. That's
various
amazing.
musicians
And then you brought it all together.
brought it all together, mixed it, and sent it to my brother, who then mastered it.
Okay.
And
How did you learn how to do all that stuff? Just tinkering?
tinkering. Lots of time and
Okay.
patience. Yeah.
Because I know that there are, I'm not trying to be funny actually, because there's people that go to school for that.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
But it's something that you learn by reading YouTubes.
YouTube has been a huge,
Yeah.
huge help. Yeah.
Because I've seen there have been a lot of self-help recording things out there.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so you've invested in some home recording equipment, or is it really just all like iPhones now?
No, it's not yet. It's basically a computer program I use. It's called Reaper.
Okay.
So it's a multi-track recorder software on the computer, and then I have a little 2-channel interface I use. So basically, my process is I'll have a click track going, and then I'll lay down an acoustic, and after that point, then I overdub bass, guitars, then vocals. Actually, I send out for drums first, and then vocals are usually the last thing I overdub on.
So this isn't your first album, right?
No, this is my third solo project.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your other projects, did you have that same sort of process, or did you do more live in the studio recording?
The first album, which was called Golden Boy, a Retrospective, was a lot of just acoustic and vocal. So that was a pretty raw album.
So you weren't laying things down individually? You were...
No, just a guitar and a vocal together.
I hope we're not getting too technical. I mean, everybody out there is trying to do this, and so
I'm
it's
sure
interesting to talk about
some of my
it.
techie friends are listening.
Lots
Okay.
of home studios these days.
There are a
actually,
lot
yeah.
of, definitely.
Yeah. So this time you were really much more perfectionistic by sending stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that I
Controlling
listen to my
more.
other albums, it's like, I want to totally redo those because I know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah. It's
So I think
such a
that's in the
learning
works.
curve.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's,
All
yeah,
right.
it takes a lot of time to.
So, and you play with the lizards. We did have
Jamie Bruin.
Jamie Bruin
Sure.
on. We actually had the lizards on before the pandemic.
Okay.
And that was a super treat, and I don't think you were there.
Nope, I'm a new addition
You're a
as
new
of
addition.
a couple, I think I jumped on. I think our first gig was July 1st.
Okay.
So very new.
Yeah, okay.
Great guys to play with.
Yeah,
Great
they're,
guys.
I mean, it just seems like Rapids is full of really great, wonderful people that are also musicians.
Oh,
I mean, you get both things going for you, which is so
We're
cool.
blessed. We are
the
very,
music scene is
yeah,
fantastic,
it's-
and
Yeah,
God
that's
bless
really great.
Connie for having FRM and all
Thank
those.
you, thank you. But
Right.
it's the musicians that make it work, and everybody kind of looks out for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We're all supportive of each other, and it just keeps growing that way. So yeah, it's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So your albums then, you had two other, where can we find those? I don't think I was able to find anything other than this latest album.
Okay.
Online anyway.
Those other two, I haven't really put up online yet. I'm
Okay.
still kind of working on that. So it's now that I have the website ready to roll, I feel a little more comfortable getting things out and about into people.
Okay.
So that'll definitely be in the works.
Okay. Now you do have some computer background, right? I mean, aren't you working as a computer
Well, yeah.
person?
Yeah. I'm not like I don't know how to. I know how to open Google and all that other easy stuff.
I know how to do that.
Good, we're on the same page. Now. So yes, I guess you could say I'm.
So I should be able to do all this stuff
Well,
that you're
yes,
doing.
you should.
Come on!
You know what? Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh. You're like this Renaissance guy.
He is, yeah.
That's so funny. So you played how many of the instruments on this latest album? Did you just play guitar and then you subbed everything else out? You played guitar and you sang.
Guitar.
Did you put the bass down?
Bass. Keyboards.
You do play keyboards too.
Yep.
Kill myself.
He plays banjo as well.
Mandolin. Ukulele.
Wow. And you taught yourself all of these instruments.
I did.
Incredible.
Yeah, he is definitely a multi-instrumentalist. But I think one of the coolest things about Ben is the fact that he's
32.
32. He knows the entire Beatle catalog, I swear. A lot of the Beach Boys stuff. A lot of everything we grew up with, Marcy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he can just play them like someone just implanted them into his brain or something. I know you listened a lot because your mom and
I was
stuff.
very fortunate that my parents grew up during that time, and
Yes.
that's just really good
Right.
music.
So your parents are like our age, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just makes it really fun to be in a cover band with him.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
you
like,
got
oh
the...
yeah, I know that one. Oh yeah, oh, let me see. Yeah, I got it. You know, 30
Interesting.
seconds later, he can play it.
All right. So what are you going to play for us next?
Well, I think this next song is off of the Commissioner's first album, which was called Whistler's Brother. And this song is about not wanting to grow up. So it's called Grow Young.
Okay, Ben Chitek, ladies and gentlemen, on Waupaca Local Live.
When I was a little boy, people thought I was a little weird. Little did that bother me, I was having a little fun. A little boy with an open mind, little too curious for my age. Little did that bother me, I was having a little fun. I remember I was talking with my mama. Mama said you gotta shape up to become a man. And when you grow up to be on your own, take the things that you've been shown, see them differently. Be what you wanna be. But I don't know what I wanna be. The future's only staring me through all the things she said and done. I told my mama I'd rather grow young. As I got a little older, a little trouble here and there. Little did that bother me, I was having a little fun. A little older and a little wiser, a little wise mouth to say the least. Little did that bother me, I was having a little fun. I remember I was talking with my mama. Mama said you gotta shape up to become a man. And when you grow up to be on your own, take the things that you've been shown, see them differently. Be what you wanna be. But I don't know what I wanna be. The future's only staring me through all the things she said and done. I told my mama I'd rather grow young. I'd rather grow young. And when you grow up to be on your own, take the things that you've been shown, see them differently. Be what you wanna be. But I don't know what I wanna be. The future's only staring me through all the things she'd said and done. I told my mama I'd rather grow young.
That's nice.
Thank you very much.
So that's a song that you did with the commissioners, or do with the
Correct.
commissioners.
Correct.
So, but you wrote it.
Mhm, correct.
And how, when you bring a song to that group, what happens? What's the process there? So, for instance, you say, "Hey guys, I got a new song," and then you play it. Do people say, "Hey, can you let's change that," or do they just all fall into it and it just evolves that way? What's your process?
So basically, what we do is when somebody has a song they want to bring forward to the other guys, we lay down a demo version of the song, and we listen to it, and then that's the point where we kind of think, oh, an organ would sound cool in this section, or maybe have the drums doing this in this section. So, it's basically a team effort after that point.
Because everybody writes in that band.
Correct.
They all
Okay.
write, all four.
Okay, so it's sort of, it becomes the band's song.
Yes.
Okay. And does anybody ever get kind of hurt feelings if somebody wants to change something, or how does that work if you have a real strong opinion and you don't agree? Do they vote you off the island?
Yeah. I should have been gone by now. No, we really haven't had any disagreements about music or lyric-wise. We just
Okay.
do it as a little brotherhood. We get together and we
So
lay our
people-
tracks down, and
They throw stuff in and it's all part of the community property.
that's right.
And
That's
they
the
put out
process.
2 albums now.
Correct.
Right? And
Really?
Both fantastic, yeah.
Really?
Oh,
And so
very
where can
good.
those be found?
Those can be found on CD Baby,
Okay.
the Commissioners with a K.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one was named
That was Whistler's Brother.
Whistler's Brother, and then
The second
followed
was The Loneliest Monk, after
Yeah,
Thelonious
The
Monk.
The Loneliest Monk. The Loneliest
The
Monk.
Loneliest Monk.
That's really cool. All right. So what are your aspirations for music, being a young person that you are? Where are you headed with this? Are you happy where you're at?
I'm very happy with
Just
where I'm
gonna
at
keep
now.
rolling?
I love making music with everybody. It seems, you know, wherever I can, music keeps me going and it makes me really happy. I guess my biggest goal would be to try to get one of my songs to somebody who's actually in the business who could make it something. You know.
Right.
I wouldn't mind just being a songwriter. I wouldn't want to be
Okay.
out there in big lights, but I want to be a songwriter.
You are a song.
Well, you are a
thank you.
songwriter, and I really, again, I encourage people to listen to your album on Reverb Nation.
Thank you very much.
And if anybody has, you know, an urge and knows somebody in the business, I could hear some of those songs being done.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I think you do a great job on them, though.
Oh,
you know.
thank you. Thank you
But
very much.
honestly, it reminds me, there have been a lot of people like that, and I guess the first one that comes to mind is Laura Nero.
Sure,
Sure.
sure.
You know, she was the songwriter, and Carole King was the songwriter behind a lot of people.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's sort of a whole part of the industry that I don't think people are aware of.
It's very
That
true.
people you hear on the radio didn't necessarily write that song.
Exactly.
Right.
That's very true. Very
I have a
true.
niece that's doing that, and she's gotten a couple songs pitched to for some reason country, because she doesn't play country music. But you know, it's anytime you can connect. I think it's great to announce that that's your intention.
For sure.
Because you never know who's going to contact you.
Right,
That's
right.
very true.
Put it out there.
And I think it'd be cool if you would release some of them on your Facebook page.
Yeah.
Like that one you just did, you know, just put it out as a single.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that what you're going to do with your website?
Definitely more stuff like
Yeah.
that. The website.
Yeah, the more you can get it out there and get it on Spotify.
That's right. Spotify.
Even though you get like 0.01 cent.
Cents.
Yeah.
If 400 people listen to it, you get 0.01 cent or something like that.
Well, a cent is a cent.
Those 0.01s add up. Turns into a shiny quarter.
Eventually, yeah.
That's right.
You don't seem like the kind of musician that's trying to make a big buck on it.
Not really.
But you should be compensated more than Spotify. You hear that, Spotify?
Oh, they're listening.
Oh my gosh. So you play around the Rapids area? Do you play anywhere else in the state? Do you?
Mostly in the Rapids area.
Okay.
A couple gigs in Point. I just
Okay.
played a gig down on the square for their Notes at Night.
Okay.
It was a beautiful night until it started raining. So that happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
happens.
That's the bad thing about outside
I know, but I hear that your cultural center in Rapids is going to be building an outdoor stage.
That's right.
Hopefully it'll be
Outside venue.
weatherproof.
gigs. Fantastic.
And are they doing that just thinking of the future of potentially needing to have outdoor venues?
Well, we're doing it because we feel there's a need, yes, for an outdoor venue, but also the building that we're in now is the former bank. And they had the drive-through, the drive-through there with all the stalls and everything. So we've just now wiped those out. And it's going to be a really nicely landscaped, hardscaped outside surface with a large stage.
Okay.
Kind of a fire feature, you know, a fire table, and tables and chairs for people, an outside bar.
Nice.
So it's going to be really nice, and it's on the main drag there on Main Street.
Wow, that's
in,
gonna
in
be
Rapids. So we're hoping to,
such a hit.
you know, get a lot of great bands in there, and you know, have it be an event place.
That's fantastic. And I'm sure Ben's going to be playing there.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I
sure.
hope so.
You know, in one of his many bands. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you playing every weekend?
More than
about
that,
it.
it seems like.
Yep.
With 10 bands, there's no way that you could
Right.
have a weekend off. And how does that sit with your lady, your special lady friend?
Luckily she comes to the gigs, so
Okay.
that's good. That's very good.
And Katie's a singer as
She
well.
is, yep.
Okay.
She sings and she teaches piano.
Really?
There's a School of Arts in Wisconsin Rapids that she teaches at. So
And is that noteworthy? That's not noteworthy.
not noteworthy, no.
It's noteworthy in Point?
It is.
Okay, so
on
there's,
Michigan Avenue.
right, okay. So there, I know that there's one in Point. Well, we have a place starting here in Waupaca.
Yes,
Very
you should talk
nice.
about
Yeah,
that,
the
Marcy.
Waupaca Arts
Yeah.
Hub. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just starting out. We've got guitar, piano, drum, and art classes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And they're being
That's something
given
Marcy
space.
started up.
Great.
Well, and we're being given space by the Methodist Church here. They're allowing us to grow our program with supporting it that way. And we don't have our own building, but
You will.
maybe someday. Yeah. So how is it teaching? You like teaching kids?
I do. I honestly didn't think I would. You know, I was afraid of teaching for some reason. But once I actually started, it became a really rewarding experience, you know, working with all these young minds, very curious about learning guitar chords, and it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time, and some kids prefer to look at the clock while we're doing it. It's like, are we done yet? We still have 29 minutes. But
Get your hand back on that fret.
for the most part, though, it's a blast. It really is.
That's fantastic. It's good to hear that people like you are out there working with kids, because it is amazing to get kids involved in something that they can pull into their identity and just gives them more legs to stand on
Sure.
when they start to go through middle school and all those tough years. To have that sort of to fall back on is important.
And many don't have the opportunity to take lessons and
Right.
discover that part about them if they have that talent or interest. And so the more music teachers we have out there, the better. That's how I look at it. you
Right.
know. And Ben, I know, does a really great job with the kids.
Good for you. We can't steal you for Waupaca, huh? It's a little far down
It
the
is
road.
kinda far,
I know, it's a little far down
We're
the road.
selfishly going to keep them in Rapids as long as we can.
I bet. All right, so you got a full schedule of gigs this summer,
I do, and that can be found on benchetikmusic.com.
and that's your new website.
And I'm also on Facebook at Ben Chitek Music, so check that too.
All right,
Yeah.
okay. What's our last song going to be?
Last song is by special request from my pal Connie here. This one actually has a meaning behind it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, my bandmate Sean and I were coming home from Home Depot one night, and it was in January, and we noticed that the skies were super red. So we thought, you know, Upon a Red January would be the name of a really cool song.
That's the story.
So that's
Home
that's
Depot?
Home Depot. Thank goodness for him. Not a sponsor. So then we thought about
You're funny.
writing almost like a goodbye song in a jazz-y style. And the chorus, you'll have to listen to it because it incorporates all of the seasons that she won't be alone, that she'll be loved throughout her whole life. So,
Can I ask you one question?
Yes,
Just
you
before
may.
you start, one of my favorite songs that you've ever written. The question is, do you have any advice for young kids who might be interested in music, or
Oh, that's a
maybe
good
maybe they might
question.
even be older kids who might be interested in like how to go about it, or
how to go about music, or
well, like pursuing their interest in music?
oh, jeez.
I mean, you know, just like get out there and give it a shot, or play it open
Yeah, because if you
mics,
don't
or-
give it a shot, then you're gonna wonder your life. Well, what if I would have gotten out and tried to play guitar in front of people, or tried singing a song?
Yeah. And I think, you know, you started real young. Some of them don't. They don't discover that until later. So.
Right, and that this kind of goes back with teaching. How I actually have some people, parents of other teachers' students. We kind of talk in the hallway, and
Sure.
they're saying, you know, I really wish I would have played guitar when I was younger. And like, well, you know, you're never too old to
Right.
start up and do this. So I think I
Right.
might actually have some new students coming up. So
Yeah, yeah. So be brave and
that's right.
just get
Be
out
brave.
there.
Get out there and do it.
Try it.
That's right. Can't hurt to try.
All right. Ben Chitek is with us tonight on Waupaca Local Live. You can find his new website, and what is that? It's
benchitekmusic.com,
where his new album,
When I Lived on the Moon.
When I Lived on the Moon, which has fantastic songs, will be on that website. Is it on the website yet, the music?
Not yet. It will be soon.
Okay.
It will be soon.
I did post a link on our Waupaca Local Live page to his music, Reverb Nation, where you can listen to the music, some of which we've heard tonight. And then check that website out and go see him in Rapids with any configuration of 10 different combinations of Ben Chitek. And mention that you heard him on Waupaca Local Live, and you will win a new
Yeah.
car.
Right on.
Right?
That's right.
All right, Ben Chitek, anything else you want to tell us before you sing this last song?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you so much. So happy to
for
be here.
coming.
All right, and thank you, Connie Tomsky
You're
from
welcome.
Rapids.
Always a delight to be here, Marcy. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ben Chitek.
So this
All
is
right.
Upon a Red
On
Gem.
a red January. On this cool early evening, I will be leaving you. And I've been debating the letter that's waiting for you. We've been falling apart, sad but it's true. So I have asked the stars to watch over you. Please keep her warm on a winter's night. Brighten up her spring and then let her hear the sweet sound of your summer song, and let her fall in love again.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. Clever.
On this cool early morning, I will be warning myself about the mistake I'll be making when you fall for someone else. I've been telling myself that you're better off without me, and to whom it may concern, help her forget about me. Please keep her warm on a winter's night. Brighten up her spring and then let her hear the sweet sound of your summer song, and let her fall in love again. Please keep her warm on a winter's night. Brighten up her spring and then let her hear the sweet sound of your summer song, and let her fall in love, and let her fall in love, and let her fall in love again.
Woohoo!
Good job, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.